तपाईहरु हेर्दै हुनुहुन्छ गुड मर्निङ नेपाल।
गुड मर्निङ नेपाल।
गुड मर्निङ नेपाल।
गुड मर्निङ नेपाल।
गुड मर्निङ नेपाल। हरेक दिन हरेक बिहानी हामी हजुरहरुसँग देशमा विदेशमा के भइरहेको छ विषयहरू लिएर आएर हजुरको दिनलाई शुभ बनाउने प्रयास गर्दछौं। कार्यक्रममा हरेक दिन स्वागत गर्दछु म हजुरहरुकै होस्ट प्रिया सिगदेल। हरेक दिन बिहानीलाई विशेष बनाउनको लागि हामी हजुरहरुसँग जोडिन्छौं बिहानी 8 देखि 9 बजेसम्म आइतबारदेखि शुक्रबारसम्म कान्तिपुर टेलिभिजन मार्फत र विश्वभर कतै हुनुहुन्छ हामीलाई साथ दिन चाहनुहुन्छ भने kantipurtv.com लगइन गरेर पनि हामीलाई साथ दिन सक्नुहुन्छ। आजको मितिको कुरा गरौँ। आज 2081 साल चैत्र 20 गतेको दिन रहेको छ। 2081 साल अप्रिल 2002 2025 रहेको छ भने आज बुधबारको दिन वेडनेसडेको दिन रहेको छ र तिथिको कुरा गर्ने हो भने आज चैत्र शुक्ल चतुर्थीको दिन रहेको छ। आजको बिहानी होस् या हिजोको केही दिनदेखिको बिहानी तपाईलाई कस्तो महसुस भइरहेको छ? आँखा पोलिरहेको होला, खोकी लागिरहेको होला, जे गर्दाखेरि पनि बेसी थकित महसुस भइरहेको हो। यो किन हुन्छ भनेर भनिराख्दाखेरि काठमाडौँको एयर क्वालिटीले गर्दाखेरि, काठमाडौँको पोल्युसनले गर्दाखेरि। काठमाडौँको पोल्युसनको चर्चा अहिले गर्नै नै पर्दैन किनकि चर्चा नगरे पनि हामीले छर्लङ्ग देख्न सकिरहेको छौं कि काठमाडौँको वायु प्रदूषणको कारणले गर्दाखेरि हामीलाई निकै असहज भइरहेको र वर्ल्ड एयर क्वालिटी र एयर क्वालिटी इन्डेक्सहरूले पनि आफ्नो तथ्याङ्क र स्ट्याटिस्टिक्स निकाल्ने हो भने विभिन्न ठाउँमा 1 2 3 को पोजिसन चेन्ज भइरह्यो पनि काठमाडौँ भन्यो भने न यो नम्बर 3 मा नै टप 3 मा रहिरहेको छ भने हामीसँग अहिले आइरहेको खबरको अनुसार काठमाडौँ नम्बर 1 मा र्याङ्क गरिएको छ एयर क्वालिटी इन्डेक्सको अनुसार, जहाँ चाहिँ काठमाडौँको एयर क्वालिटी एयर हेर्ने हो भने नम्बर 2 मा नम्बर 1 मा रहेको छ। फेरि नम्बर 1 बाट नम्बर 2 आइरहेको छ। दिल्ली इन्डिया र काठमाडौँ नेपालको बीचको एकदमै यो स्ट्रङली नै यो पोल्युसन बढिरहेको छ। यो सँगसँगै एयर क्वालिटीको इन्डेक्स हेर्ने हो भने बङ्गलादेश पनि सँगसँगै भियतनामको पनि हनुवाई सिटीमा हेर्ने हो भने यो एकदम यो सिटीहरू जुन नर्मली हामीले पोल्युसनको लिस्टमा जुन देखिरहेको हुन्छ यही सिटिजहरू नै यही लिस्टमा रहिरहेको छ। काठमाडौँको एटमोस्फियर हेर्ने हो भने लगभग एकदमै नराम्रोसँग चाहिँ खस्नुको कारण भनेको नै यहाँ वर्षा नहुनुको कारणले गर्दा पनि हो। वर्षा नभइसकेदेखि विन्टरदेखि भइरहेको विन्टरदेखि नै जमिरहेको पोल्युसनको कारणले गर्दाखेरि पनि अब वर्षा नभएसम्म यो मौसम सुध्रिने हालतमा देखिरहेको छैन। जहाँ हामीले अहिले भर्खर एयर क्वालिटीको कुरा गर्दाखेरि भने बङ्गलादेशको क्यापिटल 2nd नम्बरमा, काठमाडौँ नम्बर 1 मा, भियतनामको क्यापिटल हानुवाई हेर्ने भने 3rd मा छ जसको क्वालिटी भनेको 151 रहेको छ। धेरै दिनदेखि काठमाडौँको यो जुन क्वालिटी छ यो भनेको चाहिँ एयर क्वालिटी नर्मली पनि 50 भन्दा त कन्सिडर चाहिँ के गर्छ भन्दा सेटिस्फ्याक्टरी सबसे मिनिमम र सबसे म्याक्सिमममा 150 टु 200 भनेको चाहिँ नर्मली अनकन्सिडर्ड अनहेल्दी रहेको छ र काठमाडौँको अहिलेको वायु प्रदूषण हेर्ने हो भने निकै अनहेल्दी स्टेटसमा रहेको छ। हामीले हेर्ने हो भने हेल्दी इन्भाइरोमेन्टको लागि भनेको हामीलाई चाहिँ स्मलर देन 2.5 माइक्रोन्स इन डायमिटर भन्ने चाहिँ चाहिन्छ र जुन चाहिँ 5 माइक्रोग्राम्स पर क्युबिक मिटर और लेस हुनुपर्ने हुन्छ। तर म्याक्सिमम अमाउन्ट भनेको 120.57 काठमाडौँको रहेको छ भनेपछि हामी इमेजिन गर्न सक्छौँ कि काठमाडौँको एयर क्वालिटी र यो पार्टिकल्सहरूले गर्दाखेरि कतिसम्म यो दूषित छ र यसले चाहिँ ह्युमन हेल्थमा कुन लेभलसम्मको इम्प्याक्ट गर्छ भनेर। यो पार्टिकल्समा निट्रेट, सल्फेट, ब्ल्याक कार्बन, एमोनियम र डस्ट पार्टिकल्सहरूले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ हाम्रो स्वास्थ्यको लागि निकै हानिकारक पनि हुने भनेर यो तथ्याङ्क आइराख्दाखेरि चाहिँ एयर क्वालिटी इन्डेक्सको अनुसार हेर्ने हो भने बिहानको आजको 7 बजेको यो अपडेट अनुसार काठमाडौँ नम्बर 1 मा फर्स्ट प्लेसमा पुगिसकेको छ र यो पुगिराख्दाखेरि भन्ने हेर्ने हो भने अब हामीले आफ्नो स्वास्थ्यमा एकदमै धेरै ध्यान पुर्याउनु पर्छ भन्ने कुरा अनुरोध हामीले गरि पनि रहेको छ र फेरि पनि हजुरहरूलाई हामी रिमाइन्ड गर्न चाहन्छौँ कि एयर क्वालिटी एकदमै राम्रो नहुन्जेलसम्म जसको लागि वर्षाको पर्खाइ हाम्रो लागि निकै नै महत्त्वपूर्ण रहेको छ। वर्षा नभएसम्म हाम्रो लागि निकै असहज यो वातावरण रहेको छ। त्यही भएर बिहान बेलुकाको समयमा घरिघरि अनुरोध पनि गरिरहेको छ। बिहान र बेलुकाको समयमा अझै पनि यो एकदमै नै प्रदूषित भएको कारणले गर्दा बिहान बेलुकाको समयमा बाहिर वक्सहरूको लागि ननिक्लिने, आउटडोर एक्टिभिटिज एकदमै महत्त्वपूर्ण नभएसम्म बाहिर ननिस्किने हामी तपाईँले स्क्रिनमा नै देख्नुहोस् मास्क पनि तपाईँले स्क्रिनमा नै हेर्न सक्नुहुन्छ मास्कको प्रयोग नगर्ने त्यसै गरेर आफ्नो घरको एयरको क्वालिटीलाई कन्ट्रोल गर्नको लागि पनि तपाईँले झ्याल जताततै खोल्नु भएको थियो त्यो झ्यालहरूलाई पनि बन्द गरेर खालि भेन्टिलेसन्सलाई मात्रै ठाउँ छोड्ने सो द्याट चाहिँ बाहिरको धुलो छिटोभन्दा छिटो तपाईँको घरभित्र नजमिन सकोस् सानो पार्टिकल्सहरू जुन हुन्छ त्यसलाई पनि तपाईँले सफा राख्ने र सकेसम्म अहिलेको समयमा भनेपछि चाहिँ हात धुइसकेपछि मात्रै आफ्नो आँखाहरूतिर डिरेक्टली कन्ट्याक्ट गर्नुहोला आँखाहरूमा हात नधुइकन साबुन पानीले हात नधुइकन तपाईहरुले डाइरेक्टली आफ्नो बडीको कुनै पनि पार्टमा स्पेशली आँखामा छुइराख्दाखेरिले झन् धेरै सेन्सिटिभिटी बढाउन सक्छ त्यही भएर एकदमै कन्सियस हुनु होला र वातावरण विभागको पनि उहाँले पनि निकाल्नु भएको यो रिपोर्टको अनुसार चाहिँ वायु प्रदूषण सम्बन्धित चाहिँ वातावरणलाई ध्यानमा राख्दै चाहिँ उहाँहरूले चाहिँ यो आफू केयरफुल र कन्सियस हुने आह्वान पनि गरिएको छ वातावरण विभागबाट पनि आइसकेको अनुरोध हामी हजुरहरूलाई पनि गर्न चाहन्छौँ स्वास्थ्यलाई एकदम प्राथमिकतामा राख्नुहोला काठमाडौँको अहिलेको वायु निकै नै प्रदूषित छ र प्रदूषितमा नम्बर 1 नम्बर 2 मा आइरहेको काठमाडौँ सिटी संसारकै मोस्ट पोल्युटेड सिटी काठमाडौँबाट बच्नको लागि यो वायु प्रदूषणबाट बच्नको लागि चाहिँ आफ्नो स्वास्थ्यमा यो समयमा चाहिँ निकै नै एकदमै नै तपाईहरुले चाहिँ प्रिभेन्टिभ मेजर्सहरू अपनाउनु होला भन्ने अनुरोध गर्दै आज भने अर्को एकदम महत्त्वपूर्ण दिन रहेको छ अवेयरनेसको दिन रहेको छ अप्रिल 2 र अप्रिल मन्थ भन्न साथै पनि हामी अटिज्मसँग कुरा जोड्छौँ र अटिस्टिक अवेयरनेस डे भनेर पनि चिन्छौँ आज वर्ल्ड अटिज्म अवेयरनेस डे रहेको छ अटिज्मको बारेमा चर्चा गर्ने हो भने नेपाल लगायत विश्वभरि नै अटिज्मका लडाई हेर्ने हो भने विश्वभरि विभिन्न तरिकाले चाहिँ अटिज्मको बारेमा अवेयर गर्नको लागि पेरेन्ट्स र चिल्ड्रेन जो अटिस्टिक चिल्ड्रेन्सहरू हुन्छ उहाँलाई कसरी हेर्ने कसरी चाहिँ स्किल्सहरू डेभलप गर्नको लागि चाहिँ कसरी सपोर्टिभ र कोलाबोरेटिभ मेन्टरिङ कसरी गर्ने कसरी एक अटिज्म भएको व्यक्तिलाई कसरी चाहिँ हामीले सहज वातावरण बनाउनु पर्ने र हामीले कसरी चाहिँ बेटर सोसाइटी अटिस्टिक पर्सनको लागि बनाउन सक्छौँ भन्ने आजको दिनमा यसको अवेयरनेसको दिन रहेको छ संयुक्त राष्ट्रले UN जनरल एसेम्ब्लीले चाहिँ 2 अप्रिल आजको दिनलाई चाहिँ वर्ल्ड अटिज्म डे भनेर सुरु गरेको थियो 2007 देखि 2007 देखि चाहिँ फुल रियलाइजेसन अफ ह्युमन राइट्स र फन्डामेन्टल फ्रीडम फर अटिस्टिक इन्डिभिजुअल इन्स्योरिङ इक्वल पार्टिसिपेसन इन सोसाइटीलाई प्राथमिकतामा दिँदै UN जनरल एसेम्ब्लीले सुरु गरेको थियो 2007 मा ओभर द इयर्स हेर्ने हो भने कसरी चाहिँ अटिस्टिक बच्चाहरूको लागि या अटिस्टिक व्यक्तिहरूको लागि चाहिँ सहज वातावरण बनाउनको लागि भनेपछि यसको एडभोकेसीमा लागिरहेका यस्ता धेरै व्यक्तिहरू छ जसले चाहिँ विभिन्न आयामहरूमा हेर्ने हो भने अटिस्टिक इन्डिभिजुअल्सको समस्याहरूलाई चाहिँ फरफ्रन्ट ग्लोबल डिस्कसन्समा लिएर आएर यसको बारेमा एकदमै नै ठुलो हाइलाइटहरू गरेर पनि कसरी चाहिँ समाजलाई एकदमै नै ब्यालेन्स तरिकाले लिएर जान सकिन्छ भन्ने एडभोकेट्सहरूले काम गरिरहेका छन् 2025 को यस वर्षको थीम भनेको चाहिँ एडभान्सिङ न्यूरो डाइभर्सिटी एन्ड UN सस्टेनेबल गोल्स भनेर चाहिँ यसपालिको थीम रहेको छ जसले हाइलाइट गर्छ कि न्यूरो डाइभर्सिटी र ग्लोबल सस्टेनेबिलिटी एफोर्ट्सलाई चाहिँ कसरी इन्टरसेक्ट गरेर सँगै ल्याउने इन्क्लुजिभ पोलिसिज प्र्याक्टिस र पोजिटिभ चेन्जको लागि चाहिँ पोलिसिजहरू चाहिँ कसरी चाहिँ अटिस्टिक इन्डिभिजुअल्सलाई चाहिँ वर्ल्ड वाइडमा कसरी यसलाई समावेश गर्न सकिन्छ पोलिसिजले यसलाई कसरी इन्ट्रोड्युस गर्छ भन्ने प्राथमिकता दिएर र यसले कसरी चाहिँ सस्टेनेबल डेभलपमेन्ट गोल्समा पनि अचिभ गर्न सकियोस् भन्ने प्राथमिकता दिएर यस वर्ष आजको यस दिनलाई सेलिब्रेट गरिन्छ अप्रिल 2 मा मात्रै नभएन अप्रिलको महिना नै हामीले ब्लू कलर अटिज्म अवेयरनेस डे भनेर सेलिब्रेट गरिरहेका छौँ र हामी पनि अनुरोध गर्न चाहन्छौँ कि हामीले समाजलाई एकदमै समान बनाइराख्दाखेरि पोलिसिजहरूमा पनि हामीले अटिज्मको कुराहरूलाई चाहिँ समावेश गरेर लिएर जान सक्यौँ एक्जिक्युसन लर्निङ प्रोसेसमा पनि हामीले अटिस्टिक कुराहरूलाई अटिज्मको बारेमा अवेयर गर्न सक्यौँ मेन्टरिङ र यसमा गर्न सक्ने कोलाबोरेसन स्ट्रङली लिएर जान सक्यौँ भने हामीले पक्कै पनि अटिस्टिक इन्डिभिजुअल्सहरूको लागि एउटा बेटर र सेफर इन्भाइरोमेन्ट बनाउन सक्छौँ र आज यही मेसेज दिँदै यही अवेयरनेस दिनको आज वर्ल्ड अटिज्म अवेयरनेस डेको हजुरहरूले उहाँहरूलाई आजको यो अवेरनेस र यसको बारेमा अझै चर्चा गर्नलाई सामाजिक सञ्जाल र नेपालमा धेरै वर्षदेखि अटिजममा काम गरिरहेको अर्गनाइजेसन व्यक्तिहरूको पनि आजको दिनमा चर्चा हुनुपर्छ। उहाँहरूले पुर्याइरहनु भएको योगदानलाई हामी पनि धन्यवाद भन्दै थप उहाँलाई ऊर्जा गर्नको लागि पनि आजको यो दिनलाई हामीले चाहिँ एकदमै कसियसली र केयरफुली सेलिब्रेट गरौँ भन्दै अब भने आज गुड मर्निङ नेपालमा चर्चा गर्नुपर्ने विषय निकै महत्त्वपूर्ण पनि छ। आफै पनि यो ब्याकग्राउन्डको भएको भएर होला मलाई प्याजेन्टको कुरा गर्न साह्रै नै रमाइलो लाग्छ र प्याजेन्टकै कुरा गर्नको लागि आज हामीसँग इन्टरनेसनल विनर्सहरू विजेताहरू आज हामीहरूसँग जोडिँदै हुनुहुन्छ, जसले आफ्नो देशलाई इन्टरनेसनल एरिनामा रिप्रेजेन्ट गरेर इन्टरनेसनल क्राउन्सहरू पनि जित्न सफल भइसकेका व्यक्तिहरू आज हामीलाई जोडिँदै हुनुहुन्छ र उहाँलाई हामी अब भने कार्यक्रम गुड मर्निङ नेपालमा स्वागत गर्छौँ, तर यो छोटो ब्रेकपछि।
तपाईहरु हेर्दै हुनुहुन्छ गुड मर्निङ नेपाल।
Good morning, Nepal. Good morning, Nepal.
ब्रेकपछि फेरि स्वागत छ गुड मर्निङ नेपालमा। ब्रेकमा जानु अघि मैले अलिकति चर्चा गरिसकेँ। प्याजेन्ट्स भन्न साथै पनि मलाई निकै नै छुट्टै र थप ऊर्जा पनि आउँछ। किन भन्दाखेरि प्याजेन्ट्सले जोडिरहेको हामीलाई धेरैजनालाई प्याजेन्ट्सले जोडिरहेको छ र मलाई पनि प्याजेन्ट्सले गर्दा नै आज हजुरहरूले यहाँ यस गुड मर्निङ नेपालमा नि देख्न पाउनु भएको छ। र आज प्याजेन्ट्सकै कुरा गर्दाखेरि जब पनि हामी अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय रिप्रेजेन्टेसनको कुरा गर्छौँ त्यो निकै महत्त्वपूर्ण पनि हुन्छ। किनकि त्यहाँ हामीले आफ्नो देशलाई रिप्रेजेन्ट गरेर हुन्छौँ र संसारभरिको कन्ट्रिजलाई सँगै ल्याएर सोलिडारिटी र पिसलाई पनि सेलिब्रेट गरिरहेको छौँ। र आज हामीसँग यही विषयमा चर्चा गर्नको लागि हामीसँग विशेष अतिथिहरू पनि हुनुहुन्छ। उहाँलाई स्वागत गरौँ र स्वागत गर्ने क्रममा सुरुमा मैले स्वागत गर्न चाहे वी हेभ द भेरी डायनामिक एन्ड द विनर अफ मिस्टर सुप्रानेसनल 2018 Prathamesh Molingar. Welcome to Good Morning Nepal.
Thank you.
And with you we have also Anvi Khera, Miss Globe 2023. Welcome to Good Morning Nepal.
Thank you.
And we have Melissa Lin, Miss Supranational Malaysia 2023. Welcome to Good Morning Nepal. Well, what I just said in Nepali was a very warm and lovely introduction of yours only. So the thing that really connects all of us together is pageants, because I also come from a pageant background. All of you are from pageant background. So I think pageant is bringing everyone together. So Prathamesh, I would like to start from you. You are the winner of Mr. Supranational 2018. Yeah. I won Miss Nepal Earth in 2018, so there is a commonality in the same year.
You won?
2018 Miss Nepal Earth, I won that.
Wow.
And as we have the intersection of 2018, you won the international pageant. And
Right.
international pageant winning, I think you've been sharing this a lot, like how was the experience when you won? But I want to start by this question, what was the experience when you, how many countries were participating?
So in the male pageants, there were 44.
44. That's a good. And Mr. Supranational pageant is quite popular
Yes,
as well.
quite popular,
and you
yeah.
won that pageant from representing India.
Yes,
So
yes,
how was
correct.
that experience?
It was lovely. I mean, it's something that you don't experience, every day in your life.
Yes.
It's something that I would do it again if I was able to.
Do you want to?
I would love to. It's. I'm a big adrenaline junkie, so anything that gets me high, I would love to do it again. But again,
Yes.
pageants is something that gives you a very good platform, and this is exactly what I got. It was something that took me from here to here in life, and I always tell my followers and my fans in India that they should participate in one if they want to know themselves better.
You are.
Yeah.
So I have so many questions for your social media as well, but I'll come there shortly. But yes, I would now like to ask, you won Miss Globe, and winning Miss Globe or winning some pageant, women pageants are very competitive, as we also mentioned, compared to male pageants, and winning a pageant, international pageant, it's something very, very tough. So how was that experience for you?
I would say it was once a lifetime of an experience.
Yes.
It's truly a blessing, to be able to represent my country and bring back the crown. I think it's a really big thing, not just for me. I'm sure every girl out there would want to experience that. So I'm very happy and I'm very blessed, and if I have the opportunity to do it again, I would definitely do it again.
I think we all would.
We all would love to do it
We would love
again.
to relive that.
Yeah.
And how was you winning that title, representing your country, going everywhere? The first thing that people call you is not with your name, but they call with your country's name. So how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel great. Like, honestly, I think both of them could also relate. When you're representing your country, you're being called Malaysia, not Malaysia Lin. And I think that it's really important for us to act as best as we could, because we are a representation of our country, and the values that we bring in the pageant is something that I truly would love to endure one more time. I think all of us could relate that. How about you yourself?
I think for me it was something pageants made me realize about what it is, how it amplifies our voices from the platforms we get, because people take us more seriously, and that seriousness is sometimes very, very important for especially how we want to pursue our working professions as well. So I think that's why also you can see me here running a morning show with lots of energy, so that I can make people's day by giving a good energy. So while talking about your pageant journey also, more on it, but before that you are here in Nepal. So there is definitely a reason that you all are here together in Nepal. What is the reason that brings you here in Nepal?
Well, we were here actually invited as the guests to sort of like help the contestants of Mr. and Miss Nepal 2025. So I think it was really nice meeting all of them, you know, being able to just share our experience with them and advise them on what they can improve on and what they can do to be better. So I guess it's the same experience that we all got when we first joined.
So you want to empower more pageant enthusiasts so they can do more better in pageants in Nepal.
Yes.
So is this your first time in Nepal?
Yes, it is.
And how is it being so far?
Honestly, it was really, really fun. We went to Dukli Hill. Did I say it correctly?
Yeah.
Dukli Hill.
Yeah.
And then we went to Pushapati yesterday, and then we got to explore Kathmandu as well. I think so far it has been really, really great. The people here in Nepal is truly, truly friendly.
We would like to take that credit. I think, again, Nepalese are always known for their hospitality, and we would take the credit for being so hospitable. And Prathamesh, it's not your first time. It's the second time. Yeah. And while you were here, how was your experience for the first time and the second time?
So the last time I came here, I came for a longer time, so I could explore more. This time, we just got done with the whole pageant thing.
So you just came here this time for the war?
Yeah, but we are getting, so now we are free since yesterday. We were here since 4 days now.
Yes.
Now we are free. So now the next 3 days we'll be exploring.
Oh, wow. And I hope that exploring connects lots of with Nepali cuisines, Nepali places that you can travel. If you are going to be in the city, you are in city of temples, so definitely there are so many places to go around.
Yes.
But Amish, when you were in first time here in Nepal, did you by any chance get an opportunity to go to our mountains? Because that's what we are really popular for as well.
I did. I went to the Himalayas.
Yes.
I went to the Namche Bazaar. I went to Lukla. So that was one experience. I mean, I wish they could experience it, but we have very less
I think
time.
that right now they will, if you just share the experience and the photos and video, which we also saw, they will be, we
I
were always
really
jealous.
loved it.
Yeah, that is what is about Nepal also, because we are really popular with our Himalayas, because in world's largest 8 mountains falls under Nepal only. So it's really beautiful that if you could have made it, but it's okay, not the mountains, but you have met the people, and that is what is very, very important.
But they can still see it from the flight.
Yeah, I saw it from the flight. I saw it. I was like, I had to do my makeup, and I was like, oh, like it was so pretty, you know, just to see the view. So it was, it was really
so
nice.
you three are together here since you have arrived. So what are the things that you are cherishing with each other and with the team and the organizers? How is it being so far with each other especially?
It's just like a family.
Family.
I mean,
And this is your first time you have met each other?
Yeah.
And it's already a family?
Yeah.
How you are doing that? I think again that is only...
We all come from a brand. It's called Supra. She's not one yet, but she will be maybe one fine day. So Supra is always a family.
Okay, so it's a family.
So,
Even it's the first time.
Even if it's the first
No,
time.
not only that, I think even if it's the pageants, then I think we already connect.
We all
we have that connection.
I think that's
Common
the beauty
ground.
of pageant around the world. Wherever you are from pageant, then we have something to talk about and connect on.
Yeah, 100%.
So as you mentioned about the things that, the reason you are here is to talk about pageants and to inspire young people who wants to do something in pageant. Prathamesh, starting from you, your social media is quite active. So how your pageant or winning Mr. Supra has helped you to build a career out of it?
See, as soon as I won Supra, I'll be very honest, I got a bunch of followers.
Yes.
And when you get followers, it's really easy to get work.
Yes.
So when you win an international competition, you're very known. So you get approached by a lot of brands. So you get a lot of brand deals, events, shows, you're called for judging. So that is something that will give you more exposure, and that's how you will grow.
Yes.
So as soon as I won, I got this platform, I got more followers, more popularity.
Yes.
And that really helped me get more work.
You have very humongous followers, and also the views and engagements what you do is something that is a must watch. So you can also follow Pratimesh in his Instagram and social media handles. You make really interesting contents as well.
Thank you.
So, but as you mentioned, that pageant definitely helped what you want to do.
Yeah.
It gave you a larger audience.
Yes.
So if people who wants to come to pageant and want to be, because in times today people want to be famous,
right,
rather than working hard.
Right.
So have you experienced that people really want like very short time fame, but rather working hard for it? You definitely work hard. It doesn't look as glamorous as it always looks like.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, see, it depends from person to person.
Yes.
I mean, I had to like really, you know, start from zero. But sometimes you just get lucky. I'll be very honest. Sometimes you just need like one reel or one TikTok video to get famous.
Yes.
But again, it's how you, once you get those number of followers and the fame, it's what you do with it. You know, getting on the top is easy, but staying there is very hard. So that's what you need to think of. Once you get there, it's about consistency from there. It's about being consistent. Just because you got followers or engagement or stuff like that doesn't mean you stop.
Yes.
You have to keep going. So
you have to keep growing.
Yeah. Going and growing. Yes.
Yes, going and growing. That is a wonderful take. Ambi, I would like to ask you. You won Miss Globe as well, and again, pageant. When we see those crown, it looks very glamorous. It's something like we all want to get, but it's not easy to get till there. So how behind the scenes actually work? How pageant is not. In stage, when we see it, it's very glamorous. But how really, what happens behind the scenes?
You see, it takes a lot of effort to be there. You know, it's not just about the crown. You know, the crown comes with a responsibility. You become the brand ambassador of an international pageant.
Yes.
So you have responsibilities on your shoulders. So I think it wasn't easy for me. I had to defer from my education to really focus on that 1 year of preparation for my Miss Globe.
Yes.
And honestly, I would say it really paid off. It was really worth it. And yes, I think it takes a lot, you know, it takes courage. You know, you want to give up at times, but no, you know, you are doing this for your country, you're doing this for yourself, so you don't want to stop there. You want to keep going and going and going.
So and how it is also helping you with your career?
Oh, it is. I think Miss Globe has given me that platform to really just, you know, to make use of the advantage that I have. So I'm in India right now. Yes. I live in India right now. So I'm doing films and music videos. And
there is any chance we'd see you on Bollywood movies?
My one film is coming soon. So
wow, there's already a film that you're doing. That's lovely.
So it's a Punjabi film.
Yeah,
so
Punjabi.
It is. This Miss Globe, I think, this is my crown. Yeah. The Miss Globe, the title that I have, it's my crown. Yes. And I would never trade anything for it. It's my crown. It's something that I carry with me wherever I go.
And that's what you really worked hard for.
Yes, and I'm very grateful for it every day.
Yes, and Melissa, your experience after winning the crown and before, how has life changed?
I think before I won the Miss Supranational and then the Grand, I think personally I was already in the entertainment industry because I'm a TV host as well.
Oh, wow.
So I do hosting as well. So I think it really just boosts the number of followers. I went from 40,000 to 120,000 within a month.
Wow.
And honestly,
that's through pageants.
Yes, that's true pageants. Wow, I mean, of course, it's not comparable to how he did, like immediately. But like, it really went up so fast that I couldn't really grasp being famous or being like having the number of followers until today.
If we come to Malaysia and we take your name, then it's easy for us, right?
You get
I mean, you can
try.
I'm going to do that. When I come to India also, in few places where you are from, I'm going to do that. I'll try that.
Noah, I know Prathamesh.
Yes, I know Melissa now. So yes, how has life changed for you?
I think it really did give me more opportunities and more doors, especially whether it's hosting, whether it's doing acting as well, singing and stuff like that. So I think pageantry in general really open doors for you if you really give it your all. And of course, you know, the talent as well, it plays a really big role. But I would say, I think Anvi did not highlight this earlier, which is pageant actually costs a lot.
Yes. It's
I
very
think
expensive.
yes.
It's very
Indeed,
expensive.
very expensive.
I mean, like, he's a former football player. I mean, like, I'm saying it from like a perspective of being in a pageant. It cost me a lot, and and competing again, and that would really cost a bomb. But like, I'm really happy with where I am.
Exactly what you mentioned. It's very expensive, and after winning, it's time where you finally get the return of it. It's like ROI, because you've invested so much in your pageant journey. So
for us, it's different.
Yours different?
Yeah, for us, it's different. In India, it's different.
How is it different?
Because we get sponsored.
You get sponsors.
Everything, right?
Everything
from your
is
wardrobe
sponsored.
to travel, everything.
Wow, I think that is also, I think that's why also India, when we talk about pageant, is one of the strongest countries when it comes to winning the powerhouse country.
Yeah.
There is an advantage with that. But the countries which are rising, I can share a lot. There are lots of challenges. Pageants are indeed very expensive, but still it did not stop you. And you are here celebrating, bringing your country and celebrating Malaysia and Nepal's relation together. So that is amazing. So how, when we talk about pageants, when we talk about your individual working professions, it's there. It's something you are making an amazing impact. But when we see pageants, now with time, the concept of pageants have evolved a lot. People want to know about your causes. People want to know how you are making a contribution to the society as well. So do you feel do you feel that pageant has gave you that platform also to raise your voice in certain issues? Like in your journey, do you have, like, would you like to share about your purpose or a vision that was helpful for your pageants and it's important to talk about?
I think for me, I have a mental health initiative even before my pageant. So so that's definitely a big point for me, because I started being a huge advocate for mental health, especially in the Southeast Asia region. So I have a platform called You're Not Alone, Southeast Asia Mental Health Initiative, which has about 8 countries working together with me. It started with road track. So during the COVID time, especially 2019, 2020 and 2021, I got to work with a lot of youth. So I've been doing like helplines, talking to them, and I even have like a really big case where one of them actually committed suicide when I was in a call with them. So I think being able to be a beauty queen, it's so much more than just being glamorous, being beautiful in front of the camera, and also just having a drive to advocate for what is truly important. For me, it's mental health. I'm not so sure about Anvi. Maybe Anvi, you can share more about yours.
Well, one thing about beauty pageants is that it gives you a voice. And I think I'm very grateful to be a co-leader for the Trash Hero Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. So I've been like the part of the team for more than a year. I think it was when I decided to join pageants, I sort of like studied what pageants are about and why are you there? You know, you're there because you speak on behalf of the people. You teach people, you know, and I learn, you know, as an advocate myself for the environment, I learn as well. So for me, I'm a core lover of the environment. I love the nature. It makes me feel good about myself. And being a hiker as well, I think that really helps as well. So I love the environment. Like we did zip lining the other day, and for me, just to fly up in the sky, it felt really, really amazing.
I think what you also mentioned and what the work and impacts that you've been doing really speaks a lot about how you are dedicatedly making an effort, because that is something that truly matters and it represents you. But Imish, as having so much of followers, there might be a pressure for you. You are a pageant representative, you are a winner, and the contents you make, there are lots of people who look up to you. Do you feel the pressure sometimes that what you do, what you say can reflect on the society, especially on the people who follow you? So how do you think, how do you plan, or how do you do it that you are equally responsible for the kind of contents you make?
I think, to be honest, yes, what you said is true. You have to be careful of what you say and what you do.
There is much more highlight on the pageant winner, especially. People expect that you to have lots of very societal responsibility as well. There's a pressure or not?
Right. But see, every pageant has a different, you know, perspective. Supra, they are winners. If you look at Supra, I mean, I'm just talking about, you know, how
pageant works.
Supra, they like their winners to be how they are. Like they want you to be original.
Yes.
And if you look at my content, I'm very original. Like it's
You
just
promote
raw.
originality, authenticity.
Yeah, it's just raw. So I never fake anything in my content. And my followers, they know it very well. And the reason they follow me is because my content is very raw and authentic. Like it's more about you know, fitness. It's more about what I do in my day-to-day life. So yeah, I mean, it depends how you take it.
So have you ever given a thought that what if, this is a very wild question, what if one day social media just stops working? And what options we have?
Okay.
Have you ever given a wild thought, like what one day, like there is no social media? What is going to happen?
So this is something that, you know, I would advise the youngsters as well. This is a really good question, to be honest.
Yes.
So for me, I never had a mentor, but there's this friend who always told me,
yes.
He said never, so when it comes to your life and your earnings, never just stick to one earning. You always need to have multiple options in your life. So you can't just stick to one thing. You can't get money from just one thing. So social media is one thing that gives me money, but apart from that, you need to have other options. Like I own a gym in Goa.
Yes.
So, and then we also have like flats and apartments that we've rented out. So it's just never, so if social media stops completely, I know where to go.
Yes.
So I know what to do.
That is something very less talked about thing as well, because
Yeah.
young people today feel like, especially when we talk about pageants, we only want to focus on social media.
Yeah.
Besides that, we don't want to work on other skills
Right.
that can enhance our capabilities in our
Right.
working professions.
Right.
But as you mentioned, like you need to invest in
Multiple
other things,
sources of
or
incomes.
multiple sources of income.
Yeah.
That is something we work on. You yourself, you are a TV host. You've been doing so many things. You're a mental health advocate. You're passionate, and everything is there. So without social media, your life would change or not?
I think I would survive as well.
Yeah, right.
Similarly, Prathamesh. For me, I also am currently venturing into skincare, so I'm going to start a skincare business.
Like, what is one thing that you don't do? Now I want to ask you. You do everything that.
No, you have to ask Anvi that question because she has a list of things that she do. What I don't do, I can't not do anything. Like, I have to do something. That's a really big thing.
That's a lovely, passionate answer as well. So, Anvi, coming to you, do you feel the pressure of, like, you know, that you have to be seen all the time, your content should be relatable all the time? There is a pressure or not to be in social media for you?
Look, you see,
and how we even manage that? Because lots of people who have not even got they have not got the attention, are still so scared with social media. How we handle it?
Well, you see, I do everything that makes me happy.
Yes.
You know, of course, I do post things that make people feel relatable, like, oh, which is so interesting, like, oh, I want to do something like that.
Yes.
So I try to be as creative as I can. Like, you know, I'm a very adventurous person.
Yes.
So I like to travel, and you'll see my content full of like different kinds of stuff and everything. And of course, everyone wants to be seen, okay? It's not just about, you know, you being an actress or the Miss Globe or anything at all. You want to be seen as well.
Yes.
So, but at the same time, you want your work to be seen as well.
Yes.
Right? So whatever that you do, whatever that I do, I want people to see that, oh, okay, she's doing this. She is working hard for this. You know, I just don't want people to see for my beauty or my achievements. I want people to see how hard I have worked to get where I want to
get.
And
that's how we set examples in the society as
right.
well. So one thing when we talk about pageants, as we are talking about pageant, what is one thing that anyone can answer this question? There's some very common misconceptions or myths that you have seen in pageant. People normally, while talking about pageants, there is one kind of a misconceptions about pageants that you all have to go through. There is any that you can recall of?
Misconceptions about pageants?
Yes.
I think I'd let the girls answer that.
I have one. I think a lot of times people think that we are bulletproof. I'm sure that you have gotten
people
comments.
think that we are perfect, but we are not.
We have gotten comments on social media. It was so bad initially when I started, like hate comments, whether it's on your looks, on your body, like you consistently get body shame for no reason.
Yes.
Sometimes, you know, you work really hard, but they don't see that. They want to see what they truly believe in. And I think that could be something really hard, especially
to be like perfect, perfect at everything.
The fact is that nobody is perfect. Nobody is perfect. You know, everyone has their flaws, and we embrace those flaws. You know, so just because we are beauty queens, it does not mean that we don't feel tired at times. We do get emotionally exhausted, but it's just that we got to get up stronger. Again, like I said, you fall 7, you stand up 8. So it's always like that, you know, we're not perfect.
And let us breathe sometimes as well.
Yes.
And we do make mistakes.
We're human beings.
We are human beings as well. So adding on this only, today we are at 2025, and especially after COVID, the concept of pageants and relatability with pageants has declined. And because of it, people don't like to use the word beauty. Like, what is beauty? What is the definition of beauty? It tags along, and you have to keep on redefining the concept of beauty. Has this been something that you have discussed about, or beauty pageants not being relevant today? Is something that people talk a lot about in social media as well. How do you take this narrative as well?
Ooh, I think that's a really, really good question.
Yes.
I mean, like for me, what's the definition of beauty? Beauty is not how you look. In fact, beauty is how you make someone feel.
Yes.
And if you feel good when you're with me and I get to see a very bright side of you, that means I'm beautiful. You know, that's something that I don't think a lot of people understand when it comes to beauty pageant. And if it's not relevant, we wouldn't be beauty queens and beauty kings. I think that's something that a lot of people are starting to stray away from, the true concept of beauty pageant. It gives you a platform, but at the end of the day, you need to do well with the platform given to you. You define your brand, whether it's Supra, whether it's Glow, whether it's Grand. As long as you put yourself out there, regardless of your brand, you're going to do well.
I think what you mentioned is very true also. What you are doing with your working professions, how hard work you have to do is something that is not seen. And people only want to judge you by one thing, and that is how you look. And that is how they define the standards.
Yes.
So that also creates a pressure, because you are 2023 winner. That's very recent. 2018, very recent, but still at least now how people have become very woke about everything. Does it not bother you sometimes, like how to still define the concept of beauty, and you also say that you are relatable at the same time? Doesn't it create the pressure?
No, honestly, I keep one thing in mind. Outer beauty fades, inner beauty remains.
Yeah.
So people will remember you for how you treated them, for how you appeared in public to people. That's what people will remember. So I think, you know, yes, you can try to fake it, you know, on the outside. You know, people will say, oh my gosh, she's always like that. But if you can try to keep it, you know, as real, as authentic as you can, that will be the best.
So if you want to join pageants, then what would be 3 things that you'll tell people to prepare? I know you've been answering that. So again, Prathamesh, like what 3 things, if someone wants to join male pageant, what is that 3 things they have to keep in mind, especially in 2025?
I think the first one that I feel that is important is just being yourself.
Being yourself.
I mean, it's always, like she said, you can fake it till you make it, but...
Till when?
Till when.
Till when.
Yes.
So it's always good to just be yourself.
Yes.
Second one is confidence.
Confidence. And one more?
The third one would be...
It's like the pageant questions I'm throwing at you.
I think the third one is really important.
Yes.
Is sticking to your roots and staying grounded.
Yeah.
Never let fame get to your head. So it's just about sticking to your roots and staying grounded, humble all the time.
And we can join pageants. Not only, I think these are not only pageants lessons. This is something we can do in our life
But that
as well.
that is what pageants are about.
Yes.
Pageants is all about you knowing yourself better.
Yes.
It's just about you becoming an idol to people.
Yes.
So that, you know, they can look at you and they can be, and they want to be like you.
Yes.
So if you set a wrong example, then it's not
It's
good.
going to stay forever.
It actually influences people. You know, when you do something wrong, people are like, oh, I want to do that too.
Yes.
So that's why role models, icons play a very, very big role, a vital role in making sure that the society or the teenagers, you know, at young age don't do mistakes, don't do silly mistakes.
Because they look at you and they want to do what you're doing.
Yes.
So we need to be very cautious about who we choose
what you
as our
say,
role
what
models
you
as
do
well.
on social media is so important. You need to be careful of your words, of your actions.
And Anvi, if you have to add more on this, like what are the things that we can prepare before coming to pageants?
I would say courage.
Courage.
Compassion, that is very important. You need to have that. And confidence. I think confidence is number 1.
Yes.
You need to have that. You know, if you're not confident about yourself, then how are you going to perform? Because you want the audience to watch you perform.
True.
So you would want to be like, I can do this, I can do this. I have the faith in myself. So confidence is very important, like you said.
Melissa, for you?
I think for me, it's purpose. Number 1 is purpose.
Yes.
I think you need to have a solid reason why you're competing in a pageant. if you do not have like a solid reason, you end up straying. And when you let fame get to your head, that's when you're going to start acting like a different person.
Yes.
And then secondly, I think financial stability.
Yes.
I think people don't realize, like what I mentioned in Malaysia, it's really, really expensive to participate in a pageant. Like last year,
we can relate that.
I could share with you, last year I spent nothing less than 70,000.
That's a lot.
That's my life saving on representing my country. Yes. I think a lot of people don't understand that it can be expensive to represent your country. Whether you have the fame, you still need to pay for it if you do not have sponsors. And I think the third thing is, you know, being true to yourself. It's really important. Like knowing who you are, knowing your values, and not letting anyone change you. Because like when you're on social media, people tend to say whatever they want in their minds. And, and when you look at comments, you tend to be affected by it. And I think being secure with yourself is really important in that sense.
Wow, beautiful. I think we have got the pro tips of what are the things that we can do. And this is not only going to help us on the passions, but also definitely in our lives, also how we move forward with life. And these are pro tips. So this is a very light question. We've been spending a lot of time with each other. So if you have to define each other in 2 words, how would you define it? How would you define Pratimesh, Melissa, and Anvi, like in 2 words? Like give 2 words to how you would define him.
He's nonchalant. He's like, I'll do everything, and I'm just like, I'm just gonna go with the flow.
Okay, he's going on with
He's a Goan. He's a Goan.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we live that laid-back life in Goa. So I come from Goa. That's a small, tiny place in India. Yeah. So we have this lifestyle.
A very popular touristic destination.
So we have this lifestyle which is very famous. It's called the Sossegado lifestyle. Yeah. Sossegado is laid back. Laid back. Laid back. So we all Goans live the laid back lifestyle.
Okay, Melissa, how would you define it?
I would say that he's very confident in himself.
Very confident.
Very confident. I think like you can see the way he presents himself, like the way he speaks. He just knows who he is. And like you can look at the content, he's very passionate as well in whatever he does. So I think that is 2 words, confident and passionate.
Okay, and Pratimesh, how would you describe in 2 words? Anvi, Melissa, Anvi. Like both of you to describe in 2 words. Anvi.
I think he's going to say pagal.
Pagal? So you learned a Nepali word?
Yeah, we learned.
Okay, pagal is the right word?
She's been learning Nepali.
More Nepal bataho.
More Nepal bataho. Oh, wow, that is amazing. But for Anvi, like you have to give 2 words. Define Anvi.
She's always full of energy.
Full of energy. Okay, Melissa?
Fun to be around.
Pagal is another word. So they've given. But you know what pagal means, right?
Fun to be around me?
Yeah, she's very fun to be around.
You know what pagal means, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Because
you agree?
I agree.
Okay.
I'm crazy for life. Like I'm looking forward to every single day because you need to start your day with positivity, with positive energy. Trust me, it really makes a difference. Wow. You know.
And how would you define Melissa?
She's very
they're out of words.
Yeah.
She is I like how she's full of curiosity.
I think
she
2 words
wants
are not
to
enough
learn.
to define her. So.
Wow.
Thank you.
That's lovely.
She wants to learn.
Dhanyabad. I am loving that because we are almost at the end of the show and we have to wrap up the show. And before that, we'd like to all of you to see this in Nepali so that it will be amazing. So it's promoting our show as well. So as we are here, but before that, thank you so much for your times here today. And we hope that this conversation, this sharings that we had enhances the relationship between Nepal, India, Malaysia.
Yes.
So we hope for that.
Definitely.
And we hope that we continue this wonderful relationship and bringing and representing our passions here in our country, and hope we can do it in your respective countries as well.
Yes.
So we end the show, and before ending the show, we'd like all of you to say one by one, Namaste, Good Morning Nepal, Hernu Hola. So it means you please watch Good Morning Nepal. Namaste, Good morning Nepal, Hernu Hola.
Hernu Hola.
Hernu Hola. Okay, Melissa, let's start with you to the camera. Hernu Hola.
Hernu Hola.
Namaste Nepal, good morning Nepal.
Hernu Hola.
Hernu Hola.
Okay, Anvi.
Namaste, good morning Nepal. Hernu Hora.
Pratimesh.
Namaste, good morning Nepal, Hernu Hola.
Wow, that is amazing. That was a very light Nepali that I gave you a taste of. She's already being a pro at it. I hope to learn your languages as well soon when I come to your countries. I've already self-invited myself
really
as well.
easy.
No, we would love to have you there, and we will try to be as best host as we can.
Yes,
Oh, that would be lovely, and thank you so much for your time. र आज पक्कै पनि यस एपिसोडमा pageantsमा हुने behind the scenes देखि लिएर त्यो ग्ल्यामर मात्रै नभइकन त्यसले जोडिरहेको कथाहरू कति महत्त्वपूर्ण हुन्छ भन्ने कुरा आज तपाईहरुले हामीसँग यस विशेष एपिसोडबाट हेरिसक्नु भयो र आज हामीलाई दर्शकहरूले साथ दिनु भएकोमा धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद भन्दै अब भने बिदा लिने समय भइसकेको छ। भोलि फेरि पनि हामी हजुरसँग जोडिन्छौँ। अहिले भने हामीलाई बिदा दिनु होला, तर हेर्दै गर्नु होला कान्तिपुर टेलिभिजन। धन्यवाद, नमस्ते।
Yes, thank you.